Breathe in deoxidized aluminum and chloride. Rent your house because you own nothing and you are happy. Eat the bugs, live in a pod. If you pay any attention to alternate news, you will probably be aware that the following months and years don't look so good for the future of humankind. One could say, oh, what's humankind ever done for me? I don't know the other 8 billion something people. Best pay attention to, or attention, best just try and, it would be best if I tried to be my best self. If I help my relatives and friends, and try and lead them to also be their best selves. But, you know, I'm not so sure that that is a possibility in the upcoming scenarios that I think are awaiting us, and some that are still ongoing. Because it might be a bit of a stretch, but I will use politics as an example. Just because you don't want to engage in politics, or to phrase it better so that it makes more sense, just because you don't take interest in politics doesn't mean that politics won't take an interest in you. This is also the same in many other aspects of life. Say, business. Just because you don't care about somebody's product doesn't mean that their marketing won't target you so that you get interested in it. However, you have a choice whether you want to or not. But with some things, especially those that affect uh, your day-to-day life on a large scale, I don't think you have a choice there. And some of these events... Oh, shadow caps, nice. Some of these events, that I at least... heard of and noticed, they don't look like we're gonna have a choice. I'm so bad with the bow today. I'm not usually this bad, but here, yeah, really terrible. Do I hear footsteps? No. Take the medkit here, man. Yeah, I'm usually not that bad with the bow, but this time I was. Maybe it would be wiser if I switched. Oh, never mind. He took it. Okay. And so what do you do when you don't have a choice? Well, some people might start resolving to drastic resolutions. Because they see no way out. Now, I don't know. Of course, everybody has a different level at which they just say, no, no more of X, you know, of something. You could observe this very closely, and maybe I'm speaking of you right now, or talking about you, during COVID lockdowns.
We are back.
Who said that? Oh, that guy, I guess. And for many people, the line was very high. The tolerance was... it didn't have an end. It didn't have a ceiling. Even when it started getting extremely intrusive. You don't get to walk... Oh, hello. Well, not walk. You don't get to eat at a restaurant if you don't fulfill a certain requirement, etc., etc. I have no idea why I'm still running with car. I don't really like the thing too much. Where did you see? Oh, on the roof. I'm just gonna be looking in this direction and they see nobody. No. Well, it's been fun knowing. Oh, oh, that's something. I could make use of this. It's not good that they're shooting and whatever. No, don't go. Man. You wanna be funny? The problem is that I'm not there, and they're... Okay, well, let's see. As long as they have the high ground, they might have a good shot at winning. But the moment they drop down... Yeah. Did that really do no damage? How did he not die? Like, you know how much damage I did? He must have been near dead. But why did the other guy, like, not join? This is not the first scenario where I'm scratching my head. But of course, it's a free-to-play game. The barrier to entry is very low. This wasn't the worst. Today, so far the worst has been a guy who sat AFK as we were fighting a 2 versus 3. I bought him time so that he could heal up to full, and then when I needed him to do anything, and I wrote, this guy that I'm currently fighting, and, you know, I go down, is nearly dead, he just started shouting in a British accent. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up, you know. And then he, after he said that, he went out of the building he was hiding in, dropped his armor, dropped all of his things, and just kept on. Demonstrating his intelligence coefficient. Intelligence coefficient, I think? With a Q, you know, IQ, intelligence coefficient. Whatever. So anyway, what do you do when you don't have a choice because you don't even know it's happening? Then what? Well, if you don't have a choice because you don't know it's happening, well then, it's fine. Just keep on living your day-to-day life, I guess. Not like you can do anything anyway. Is he shooting that thing in the sky? No. Give me the box. Longbow. Okay, fine. Well, it's... Okay, both of them had a sniper. That's open? Yes, it is. And so... I just wonder, where would you even start? At a local level? Eh, you know, media reach even there. And I say that because imagine that there's a hypothetical, of course. Hypothetical group that controls world governments and that has very long fingers and controls corporations, and it doesn't answer to anybody, and it also controls a lot of media. A lot of the media space. It doesn't control everything, but it does control a lot. And so this hypothetical entity... Oh, they went there. This hypothetical entity just one day decides it wants to do X. How do you even try... Or if you want to do... If you don't like what the X is, where would you even start to try and make them not do it? Would you start at a local level? Well, media reaches even there. What about the state level? You know, legislatures and whatever. They have a lot of people in there as well. Okay. Well, laws, maybe? Or getting a corporation? With this corporation, you could make money, and with the money, you could maybe start funding things and whatever. Is that an enemy? Sounds like it. Yeah. Well, good luck. It's gonna take a lot of time before you... Oh, no, he's fighting. Okay. It's gonna take a lot of time before you get anywhere near to where they are. There has to be one more guy somewhere. Is this the final wave? Oh yeah, it is. Backpack level. Okay. No, I guess it's time to... Time to head out. Well, you know, with COVID, you could at least... You could at least... point at, say, laws or regulations in your country. It's like, hey, this is not constitutional, this is not legal. Yeah, but imagine if COVID was a thing, but you didn't know it was happening. Then what? Or that it even existed. Then what? What do you do? Like, the people who listen to the media and whatever are being conditioned or preconditioned to see anybody who disagrees as the ultimate enemy. There's no worse enemy than that. And so if you try and show them or convince them that things are not as they seem, you drive them even harder into the arms of the hypothetical entity. So, then what? Anyway. Really? Is this what you stopped for? So, I look forward to the aluminum in the atmosphere and more. I don't think it's gonna be very fun, but what can I do? You know what? I think I'm gonna take that accelerant. It's probably gonna be useful. Variable sniper. Anyway, on that gloomy note, let me talk about a game a bit. I like... Oh, never mind, they'll have a better... Okay. I like the design of Apex when it comes to mechanics and visual and all the little not little details, because they do affect the game and fights and whatever. But one could call them little details. Such as, you know, if you're reloading and you do something else like start climbing a wall and whatever, the animation pauses, or the action pauses, and resumes when you stop climbing and whatever, where it left off. And more. But one thing that I grew to hate, maybe hate is a too strong word, but it just sours the entire experience for me, because in the past, wherever I saw, you know, as time went on, from 2010 forward, as time went on, wherever I saw this concept of social justice and woke, wherever it appeared in games, like company leadership and whatever, and that sort of thing, that ever soon enough started losing itself. So like, what? Yeah, good thing he threw it on himself. What the hell? You have poopy accuracy. What? Ooh. No, no, no. Anyway, so wherever woke appears, therever the product quality falls off, like a rock from a cliff, thrown from a cliff. And while I'm not sure if Respawn is the type of studio that would eventually fall prey to it, I keep seeing signs, you know, that I'm not sure I like. At the start, it was like, oh, hey, look, a token token black character, token this, token that. And the only... And sorry for dragging race into this, but... The only white guy was toxic. I don't think it gets more symbolic than that. Efficiency. Well, I'm in. He's not. Like, really, man? Really? You wanna go around? Maybe we should go there, but we're also likely to, like, run into people over there. That doesn't lead anywhere, man. These people. I think I heard footsteps. And he parked the car in such a way that it would be difficult to retrieve it. I couldn't heal while driving it, and who knows where they would take it. If we use this, we're likely going to run into people, but, you know. Such is the nature of things when you wait for somebody who refuses to get into a faster mode of travel. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Sort of. Nice. Oh, it's this. I thought it was one time. I thought it was Gibraltar artillery, and it's not. Anyway. Med. Yes, you do need medical attention. Very good. Oh, hey, he did rev it. Nice. Well, we need to go again, so... Let's just draw the attention away. Let me pick up at least some healing. Oh, hey, medkits, I didn't even see that. Nice. We really ought to go. I saw somebody. Oh, hey, that's perfect. They created a diversion for us, which this guy is now scrambling. Yeah, of course. Let's reveal our position to an enemy that we're coming up behind from outside the zone. What could go wrong? He said. Well, nothing serious, that's for sure. I already put one down. Now, if only I could get on top of this. Okay. Go in, not out. I'm bad. Really? There's only one guy over there. And finish line. How did not a single shot hit? Like, that was point blank into his face. Anyway, that's it for this video. See you in, like, a month or something, because I got exams left to do. And materials that I have to go through.